What's up, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I actually want to sit here and have a little chat to y'all about something that came to my attention. First of all, I want to say shout out to MikeSears for bringing this up, because I remembered it, but it didn't occur to me until I saw. I said, wait a minute, I remember this. So I remember when The Source, y'all know The Source magazine, right? The Source magazine was like a company that was like in the East Coast. I believe they were like in New York or something like that, some part of the East Coast. And I remember a long time ago, this was back in 1999, where Project Pat came out with the album called Ghetty Green. I believe it came out in September 1999 sometime. And I was like, I think I was like 15, 16 at the time. I think I was 16. And yeah, I was 16. So I remember when that album first came out, man. Like, it came out, and they came out with the single. Project Pat came out with the single called Ballers. You know, that song Ballers. We be on some twinky. Play your haters getting fine, stanky. And it features Gangsta Boo, may she rest in peace. And I remember when it first came out, I copped it immediately because I loved the single. I think the song Ballers was produced by Manny Fresh, or he was a part of the production. I can't quite remember. So I remember when I listened to it, man, and I was like, man, this album bumping, man. This ain't bumping out the frame. And then when I saw The Source, and you know, I wasn't expecting them to give the review of Ghetty Green. You know, I didn't expect it. But when I saw it, they gave Ghetty Green 2.5 mics out of 5. So y'all remember, like, The Source, for those that do remember, The Source used to give out mics as a rating for the album. So they would give a certain amount of mics out of 5 mics. 1 mic being horrible, 5 mics being like a classic or a dope album. They gave Project Pat Ghetty Green 2.5 mics out of 5. Y'all, I remember when I first seen that rating in The Source, even me at 16 years old, I was like, they are so full of it. They are so full of it. I said, how dare they give Ghetty Green 2.5 mics out of 5? You know what I'm saying? But that was the mindset that I had back then. Now, looking at it, it just goes to show how unfair they were. They were very biased. You know what I'm saying? And their rating didn't age well. See, the problem with The Source and many, or the people who criticize albums, they were so unfair to the down south artists. They give Project Pat that rating. They would give Jay-Z album 5 mics or 4 mics at least. And I'm not even a big fan of Jay-Z. And I know some people might wonder, man, you don't like Jay-Z? Nah, I'm not a big fan of Jay-Z. I don't listen to his music like that. But he's talented. I can respect that. You know, but when they gave that review of Ghetty Green, I was like, yeah, man, they just don't like down south rappers, man. And if they do, they only like a chosen few, you know. And I was just so blown away in a bad way, because I was like, how dare they do that? Fast forward to this present time, look who's sampling who now. Memphis rap, not just Project Pat, but Memphis rap gets sampled so many times by modern day artists. You don't hear modern day artists sampling East Coast artists' songs like that. Heck, didn't Offset sample 3 6 Mafia, Jealous that steam out the collar? They sampled, this just happened not too long. So with The Source doing that, I felt like they were so full of it. They didn't want to give down south artists a chance, and they refused to. But like I said, in the year follows, that's when more down south artists was getting out there. And I ain't gonna get too much into depth with it, but I just wanted to bring this up as a reminder of how unfair the Source was back in those days. I'm not even sure if they still exist or they still publish magazines anymore, but I remember when it first came out with that Ghetty Green rating, I was just like, And I'm not dissing any of the East Coast artists or the people in any way, shape, or form, but I had to say, did they really listen to that Ghetty Green album, or they just skim through it and just say, "Hey, I don't care"? So it's like they did that to try to discourage not just Project Pat, but a lot of other down south artists that was coming up in the game, and that's pitiful. I just wanted to bring this to y'all attention, and if you think I'm lying, man, I'll show you an image of it right now. So y'all see the image. It was the Project Pat Ghetty Green album that came out in 1999, and I think that Ghetty Green was one of the hardest albums to come out from down south. You know what I'm saying? I can go as far as to say that because the production was on point. I want to do a review of it. I'm just trying to find the CD. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. So with that being said, that's messed up. I hope they improve on their rating, fair rating, I should say. So that's it, y'all. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back. All right. Peace out, guys.